Hey everybody, Doug here. Welcome to Technology After 50, no swearing. Today, we're going to travel the world, and I'm going to show you how to do that. It kind of goes along with the last couple of videos we've had. We showed you how to, if you go back a few, how to pretty much read anything in any language using an app. The last video, we showed you how to speak every language and how to understand every language using an app. Today, we're going to show you, now you've got those two tools in your tool chest. Let's travel the world. Or, I like to just travel the United States, whichever you'd like to do. How are we going to do that? Well, Doug, I can't travel anymore. I'm in pain, and this, that, and the other, and I got the grandkids, and I'm just not into traveling any longer. It's not something I'm enjoying. Well, okay, that's fine. I can still show you a kind of something that you might enjoy. First off, the app we're going to be utilizing today is called Google Earth. If you don't have it, right down here. And how do you get it? Well, the same as every other app that we've showed you. Down here at the Play Store, or again, as I call it, the App Store. Click on that. We're going to go down here to the, down here where it says search, down here at the bottom. We're going to click on that. We're going to type Google Earth. Now, you can type it up there, and you could click the magnifying glass, or it came up right up here at the top where it popped up. I'm just going to click there. You can see I've already got the app, and it's open. If you don't have that, as always, it'll probably say install right there. Go ahead and click that, and you can download that app. No fear of having any problems. If you've watched some of our other videos, we've talked about some fake apps and such, but here you can see that over 500 million downloads it's got a 3.7 out of 5 stars. Not bad, but not the greatest. And it's been reviewed 2 million times, so it's a solid app. So once you download that, it'll be the last app. It'll show the last app in your list. So here's all my apps. If I scroll to the end of the list, you can see my last app I downloaded was Google Translate. If you come back one page, the last one before that was Google Earth. So I'm going to tap on that. Now, what you can do inside Google Earth is travel the world. If there's places you want to see, you can go see them. Well, Doug, I'm not interested in going to all the big monuments of Europe and all that, but I would like to go back and reminisce a little bit and kind of see where I grew up. You know what? I'm with you. And that's the nice thing about Google Earth. You can do that. And you can see what the old house you grew up in looks like today. Simply tap Explore Earth. And what we're going to do is we're up here, and we're going to where it says search, and type anywhere. If you got an address, you could type it in. If it's just a city that you want to see what it looks like, you can type it in. So if you grew up in, I'm trying to think of if you grew up in Charleston, not even sure if I'm spelling it right. No, I know that's not right. Arel. Okay. Let's say you grew up down here, Charleston, Missouri. Never heard of it. But let's say that's your hometown. You grew up there when you was a kid, and you've got so many good memories. You know what you can do? You can click on that. And we're going to take a little flight, and you can see now we are in Charleston, West Virginia. It looks like it's right off of Interstate 57. If you don't know how to make that larger, all you have to do, and the way I do it, is I put my two thumbs and just spread them apart. And you'll see that'll start zooming in. Now, what we can do, if you know the address of your house you grew up in, up here where the magnifying glass is, you can simply type in the address and it'll take you right to the house. What I'm going to do Here's where I'm going to go. I tap, there was a, let's show you again. Down here where it says 3D, down here at the bottom right, click on that. Then I'm going to click on this little person down here. And I'm going to click on that and watch what happens. It's going to give me everything in blue. Now, I'm going to click, well, let me do that again. Click on that person. I'm just going to click on one of those blue lines. Because those blue lines are streets. And guess what? Now we're on a street. And I can look around. And if I typed in the address, and that was the house I grew up in, I can look at the house. I can check out the street. I can kind of go down the street. See these arrows right here? I can go down the street. You see if I can, I don't know if that'll work. No, just keep touching these arrows. And I can just kind of go down the street. And I can look over here, and man, that was on this road here, that house right there, that was my best friend's house growing up. Not me, but just saying. And you can travel the world on Google Map and just reminisce. Maybe you and your dad built that little warehouse building there, some farm equipment. I don't know what that is. Looks like a silo. You can zoom in. Then when you're done looking at that, you can back out. And you think, you know what? I went to college in, I don't know, Dallas, Texas. And now I can fly from Missouri. Now we're going to Dallas, Texas. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go into 3D mode. I'm going to click that little person. And I'm going to come over here somewhere. And I'm just going to, these are all these little towns. So I'm going to go to Tyler, Texas. So here we are. Now, I could have just typed Tyler, Texas there, and it would have taken me right to Tyler, Texas. But, you know, just kind of looking around. Here's my arrow. Okay, so you get the hang of it. I didn't go downtown. I kind of went out on US 69. So that's kind of how you do that. Now what you can do also is, let's say you're thinking about going on a vacation and you want to go to, I don't know, Grand Canyon. I tell you, Sedona. Sedona is one of my favorite places. It's actually SED, and you can see it right here. It says Sedona, Arizona. I'm just going to click on that. I spelled it wrong. Now we're flying from the Dallas area over to Sedona, Arizona. I love Sedona, Arizona. And I'm going to click on that little person there. And what that does, now, one thing I want to show you. See all these little blue dots? All these blue dots are pictures that people have taken. And you can, and a lot of them are very scenic, and you can click on, like there's a dot right here. I'm going to click on that dot, and that's going to take me down, and it's going to show me the picture that this person took. See? There you go. And apparently it was Paul P., whoever that is, took this picture and loaded it up on Google Earth. And this is just outside Sedona. Look at that. It looks like a bridge right there. So it's a lot of cool stuff. And that's kind of what you can do. And you can explore the country. If you can't get out of the house anymore and hike maybe like you once did, you can visit the country via Google Earth. Here's Jamie Henning, who took a picture. Ooh, look at that. That's really pretty. We can zoom out. And you can visit the country. You can visit the world. I tell you what, one last thing. Let's go to Rome, Italy. Never been there. And you can see right here, the first thing to pop up, Rome, metropolitan city of Rome, capital of Italy. We can just click on that. We're going to go from Sedona. We're going to take a short flight. to Rome, Italy. And here we are. One thing I always do, I always click on the 3D when I get somewhere. And I always click on this little person because that's going to give me the chance to kind of fly in and see what things kind of look like. So we're going to drop down. I don't know if we're right in the middle of Rome or where we're at. Look at that, man. We're just in the middle of town. Isn't that cool? And you can, and again, if you know an address or a site you want to see, so we'll go back. Let's type in the Vatican. We can come up here, and I'm just going to go the Vatican. Country in Europe. Yep, it is. I think it's technically, isn't it the smallest country in the world? Vatican City. And there we are. And let's just click on it. Well, that's and all of a sudden, look at that. A night pick by somebody named Max. So that's Google Earth. And let's bring us back to, we'll end up in Washington, D.C. Washington, D.C., capital of the United States of America. So we're flying from Rome, Italy, all the way back to Washington, D.C. I can just, on that pen, that's called a pen, I can just click on that. Oh, hang on. Let me get my 3D, my little guy. Then I'm going to click on the pen. And now all of a sudden, looks like I'm in a back alley somewhere. Looks like somewhere Superman might go change clothes or something. But anyway, that's Washington, D.C. That's Google Earth. And, use that. Go around and visit some sites around the world. Hey, if you're walking down in Paris, France, and you see a street sign, try your Google Lens and see if you can maybe utilizing a different phone and take a picture of the sign and translate it and just have some fun with it. Go some places you've never been that you've only seen pictures of or heard people talk about. Go back and be a little nostalgic. Go back and visit some of your childhood places where you went to school, elementary school, high school, where you went to college, your best friend's house. Enjoy Google Earth, especially if you can't get out and do a lot these days. I think you might find Google Earth quite enjoyable and spend, maybe you'll get on it and before you know it, you've been on it an hour just looking at things around the world. That's all I got for you today. This is Doug. Appreciate you watching. If you're enjoying the content, go down there, hit subscribe for me and hit that like button. Really helps us out with the algorithm, and we appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next video. Have a great day.